Well, hello, my beauty accessorizers. Julia here from Accessorize Your Life. Thank you for tuning into this video. Thank you for the new subscribers. Thank you for the returning subscribers. And thank you for everyone who just drops in at their pleasure. I hope you will consider subscribing though. Well, I'm here with a Get Ready With Me. And basically I'm using items from my shop, my stash. I've been playing around with them, trying to do a makeup look every day to acquaint myself with these products that I put in this month. As we know, autumn starts on Monday. That is September 21st or 22nd. Not sure. But anyway, I think I should look it up. But first, let's have a cup of chai tea. I'm feeling that spiciness, the crispness that fall brings in. So chai is the thing. So it's actually Monday, September the 22nd. It comes in at $2.19 for the Northern Hemisphere. And that would include me. I don't know about you guys, but I think most of my viewers are from the Northern Hemisphere. Some are not. Very few. Anyway, so like I said, these are things from my tray which I added for this month Shop My Stash. This month's Shop My Stash. It's been kind of touchy, you know, especially with the eyeshadows. The makeup, the base products, if you will, have been okay with me. I've enjoyed what I've used thus far. I still have a long way to go. I'm wondering if I should roll these things over into the following month. Time will tell. Or maybe I should go weekly or bi-weekly because I'm pulling too much, I feel. But anyway, I'm not working. I'm basically at home, except for when I go out. So it's rather a chore at times to apply makeup. So I've been forcing myself to do so. Especially because how do you know the products if you're not delving into them, right? So I've been forcing myself to at least put on some eye makeup and then every now and then play around with the base products. So I keep fiddling with my hair because it won't lay down. But anyway, never mind it. So that's where I am. And another thing, I'll let you know that I've cleansed my skin this morning and I went in with a toner. And then I went in with the Peace Out Acne Serum and the Peace Out Acne Moisturizer. It's a gel moisturizer. So that's what's on my face, all around my eyes, because I tend to get dry. Hopefully that won't dry it out anymore. And I'm going to go ahead and use this, I think it's Revlon, isn't it? Yes, Color Stay Grip Primer. I like this. So far I can say I really like this. It feels like a serum going on, but it does the most amazing transformation on the skin once you've applied it. That's what it looks like. Let's just get it in the skin, especially where I need it, T-zone. And I haven't noticed any interaction with my skincare, so that's all good. I do have some balm on my lips, and see, it starts to almost feel like a powder or something once you get it in. And I guess I shouldn't rub it, but pat it in. Feels like a powder. It's amazing what this does. It kind of transforms itself. And then I've been going in with this Maybelline. This is the Instant Age Rewind Eraser for a, what do I call it? Is it a corrector? Yeah, more of a corrector than concealer. And it's in an orange color, so it's a great corrector. Let's put that back. Let's put this back. That makes cleanup much easier for me since I tend not to normally do that. And I'm going to go in with this brush from Laura Geller. This is her Angle Precision Contour Brush. So not only have I been trying to do little makeup looks, eye looks or whatever, since I posted my Shop My Stash, I've been trying to understand my thoughts, my philosophy, my take on makeup. As I've, grown older, of course my makeup application has changed. And as I've grown wiser or more hip to what I like in makeup and what seems to do well with me, I'm still finding that out. I don't totally know yet because products are jumping out at us all the time. Plus, if you have a collection like mine and you just kind of bought things on a whim at times, you really don't know if you haven't gone through it all. So that's where I am with that. But I'm trying to figure out what works for me. So I kind of thought, as it relates to other things in life, maybe decorating, maybe food, deciding if I'm more of a person who likes to be flamboyant with her makeup, or if I'm someone who likes to be not so flamboyant with my makeup. And I think you know me by now. You know what I would say. But for the sake of some collaborations that I am in and things like that, I have indeed gone off the deep end with makeup. But what I've come to the conclusion, I think, so far, right now, today, is that you can either do a statement look or you could do an anchor look, in my opinion, for me. A statement look, you think of like when you go into someone's home and they have this one wall that's just one color and all that's, the dominant color there. And the other walls are neutral, plain, gray, off-white, eggshell, whatever. But you have this one peach wall or this one red wall or green wall that's in a vibrant color. So that would be the statement. The anchor, and anchor we think of like our base, like what I'm doing now, prime your eyes or prime your face or your lips so that whatever you're going to put on stays put because you don't want it to crease. Those are the areas that tend to, the makeup tends to break away from. Some people think of anchor that way, but I'm thinking of anchor as the grounding. Places on my face or my features that I have to ground, that I have to consider when putting on makeup and work from there. Let's take a sip of this wonderful masala chai tea from Adagio is what I'm drinking. That brand is really good. Even though I'm using a David's tea bag to put the loose leaves in, it's Adagio. Very good. So, yeah, I'm more of an anchor person, and I say that because of the texture on my skin and because I have hooded eyes. So I'm going to stop with the rambling, and you'll see what I mean when I apply my makeup. I just give attention to those areas. Not so much about the color I'm going to use, like coming out, looking at a palette and saying, like, I'm going to use this palette today. I'm going to use the Witch City Salem palette. And looking right at it and saying, oh my gosh, I want to use this color and I'm just going to blow it out on my eyes. No, that's not how I think. And that's not my philosophy behind makeup. My philosophy is saying, that's pretty. And I'm not playing it safe. I'm just working with what I have, my features. But maybe I should go in first here because I know I have a hood. And if I want some of this, yeah, I can use it maybe on the lid. So the outer V would be the deeper color, and the lid, maybe I would use some of that there. Or I would put it in the crease and put this color here on the lid. And that's my way of thinking that I am being more in touch with my structure of my face or the features of my face, and I'm anchoring my makeup to the features of my face, if you get what I mean. So that's what I'm going to do today, and that's where I've come with my makeup. Okay, that's tied back. It's not bothering me or you with me tugging at it. So let's get started. I'm going to prime my eyelids, and I'm using the NARS. This will stay in my tray until I'm finished with it. And I'm simply going to go here, pull out a little brush, and work it in because I don't want it to dry down too much because it will cling to dry patches on my eyelid. My L'Oreal Infallible, this is the Blurfection powder. I have found this to be a very good lightweight powder that I can use to set my primer on my eyes. I can use this also, just putting a little bit on this. I can use it also to set under my eyes. It's so lightweight. That is done for now. Eyes are set, and we're going to start with the eyes. We're going to use the SALEM palette because that's the newest one, well, one of the newest ones, because I did have that Ringmaster palette that was new to me from the Dollar Tree. Yes, indeed, the Dollar Tree. Okay, let's start with number 02 from Refra. They have a new brush coming out. I think it's a cheek brush today. I believe it's today. I'm going to start with, of course, this color right here. Same color as my shirt. Even though we're going to be like in the 80s, upper 80s, 90s today, I'm still feeling that autumn vibe. I won't be saying that later on today, but for right now I am. It's early. It's early. So I have it on my brush. I'm going to tap it off. This is not a review of the product. It's just more or less my thoughts on how I want to apply the makeup. So bearing in mind this area here, my outer V, I'm just going to, let's see, maybe tap it on the other side too, so that I could work both ends of the brush and just tap this in place. Yeah, it's the color I want to use. Yep. And so I've distributed it there. I'm going to pick up a little more, do the other eye. It's always easier for me to do this eye than the other one. You see how easy that went in there without being splotchy, and this one is already splotchy, but that's okay because that's what's going to happen anyway. I'm going to shear it out, but just amazes me how it goes on like that on that particular eye. And I brought it down to my lash line, and now I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush. This is number 14 from Refra, and I'm just going to do what I said I was going to do, shear that outer V out. I am anchoring the outer corner, the outer V of my eye, and the entire eye. I'm just anchoring it. I'm giving it a foundation. I'm giving it a place to rest. I'm going to pick up a little bit more for this corner because it needs a little bit more. And it's so important to get in here and just really blend this out. And I have a little secret that this palette holds that I am happy it does hold. Some palettes do not, but this one has a beautiful black in it. That's my secret. Maybe I should bring you in a little, but I'm going to go back in. No, I'm not. I'm going to use another brush. I'm going to use number 03. Let me bring you in a little bit. You see so much junk behind me. So I'm going to go into this, which is it? Which City, which is black. Pick up a little bit all over the brush, a little bit on there, and I'm just going to make a little bit of a black line right on the outer corner of the eyes, kind of low. Put that down, go back in with my blending brush and incorporate that right in the outer corner, the outer V there, just to give it a little depth. Bringing it up and around just to deepen that a little bit there. Yeah, let's do a 12. It may not have much movement, excuse me, but I'm going to go in with this color right here, which is Haunted Happenings. Haunted Happenings. And I'm just going to put a little bit here as a transition color. Going back in to work in that burgundy color, right? And a little bit more. So you see, this is not a statement color for me. It's doing a job of anchoring everything and just laying down the basis. Because sometimes when you do a statement, you don't know where to go afterwards. You've made your splash, you've made your entry, and what comes next? You know, what comes next? Well, now that I have chosen to work with an anchor approach, I can go anywhere now. I can go anywhere now, in any direction with this. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take that 02 brush that I was about to use, the clean one, 02 from reference. Now I can go in with any color I want to, because I can, it's all open. It's just open for possibilities. But you know what I'm going to do, since this is clean and it's not been used so much, I'm going in with this color here that is like a taupe, and I cannot read it all, so I'm not even going to try anymore. But this color is going to go right here, right here at the brow bone, but at the arch, right at the arch of the brow, nowhere else, just there. Wipe off my brush a little, not too much of it, but there it is. And now I'm going to take that same brush and start to lay down some color on the eyelid. In the crease, and remember I have hooded eyes, so my hood is just taking over the crease area. But this would look good together, and I have tried that. I have worn that with a deeper color, like black or this army green here. But next I'm going in with, let's lay a little bit of this down, because we can. I don't want much of it, but I want some to just break away from that deeper color I have there. And I'm doing it without any glue, glitter glue. I'm just putting it right there. Alrighty, so I'm going to lay things down here, get out my glitter glue because it's time to party. And I'm going into Howling Halloween. I can see that right here, Howling Halloween. And I'm just going to tap it all over here. And now I'm going to take that 02 brush that I just used, because it has some of that other color on it as well. And I'm just going to lay this down. Now, just laying it down, just working it into the other colors, letting it all work together. It's a marriage here. It's a blend. It's okay if some of the other color gets in the other area. The goal is to blend it all. I've got my anchor, and now the sky is the limit. And there's the essence. That's the anchor of my eye look. So now I'm going to stop here with the palette for a while. Go into the foundation that I've been working with, and I've been playing around in the CoverGirl Blurring Skin Tint. It has SPF of 30 in it, and I have it in shade 455. And put it right here on my little mixing pan. Just a little bit. It has my SPF. I'm not going out right now. Actually, I'm going to wash this all off, take a walk, and then come back in and do my face later. But I'm going to use the Sigma I think this F80 brush. Yes, Sigma F80. It's good for pouncing. So I'm going to just distribute it all into the brush for now. And what I want to do is be mindful that I don't need a whole lot of makeup all over my face. I need some here, here, right in the center, and here. And that's where I'm pouncing it all in. And I don't want to use a lot of foundation or skin tint, because I don't want a heavy look. Going back in for what's left right there. And again, I'm just anchoring my face here. Just giving it what it needs and where it needs it. Okay, that's done there. And what I'm going to do next is go in with a liquid. I think this is a bronzer. Actually, it's a contour. I called it a bronzer in the Shop My Stash, and it's a contour. So good, because that's what I want. So I'm using the Rare Beauty in, I can keep these glasses right by me. The Rare Beauty in shade Tranquil. Yeah, Tranquil. Rare Beauty Tranquil Contour. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2, 3 here, and I'm hitting some of those areas that were blemish prone. So let's go in with this angled brush from Mented to get right in those areas. Kind of fluffing it up, tapping and fluffing it up there. Bringing it up into the hairline, but not all the way over. And I'm going to turn it sideways, the brush, and work right in here. As we age, we tend to have this going in of the face right here. I don't know why, but it pronounces the chin more. So I think to first of all, just recede it some, but I'm going to actually bring it out more with a lighter color when I do my concealer. And then we only need a little more, and I mean a little. So where we're going to put that, we're going to put it right here and here. It'll do. Let's take that foundation brush and just work the edges out over here to blend it all in so that there's no lines of demarcation there, that it's seamless. We'll be doing that again later. Now I'm going into concealer. I have two from Kaja that I will be using, a lighter and a deeper color. We're going to start with the deeper color because I like to put it right under my eyes, right there. Not really close to my eyes, but just about there. The lighter one I'm going to take in the center of my forehead just a little, right here. And then a little bit of the lighter one down here and there. Those are the two Kaja concealers. I'm putting things away that I don't need anymore. Validation is going away. Let that sit a bit. While that is marinating, I'm going to pull out my palette and go with a very small brush, if I can find one. I'm just going to take this Real Technique brush, and I'm going to use that burgundy color, a little more of it just here on the lower lash line to bring it down so, but not all the way in. Wiping that off. And I want to go with this black. I'm going to just lightly go on a tear line here. Just a little. And to get the inner corner, we're going to go, let's go with something different. Let's try to brighten this up a bit. Something unexpected. Let's go ahead and do this. Just a little bit. It may or may not show up. Yeah, I like that. And if I need more, I'll put more on later, but that's where that is. Now it's time to work this out, and I'm going to go in with that concealer brush from Laura Geller. I'm going to start with the lighter colors first. Let's hit here first. And you see how much that actually is? Quite a bit. Taper it out, but not too far out. Staying away from the number 11 lines. There we go. Taking my Sigma, working out those edges so that it blends nicely. I hear my stomach going off. Let's drink some more tea. That chai is so good. Now, here. Right where the chin, remember I said it dips in there? I do have a few acne scars there. Working that in. Okay. And now to the inner corner here. And bringing it into the rest. Staying away from this area where I have the texture on my skin. And blending it so that it meets up with the rest of the look. Now I can go in with a bronzer that's in powder form, and I'm just going to take a brush here. Let's do this one. Yeah, let's do this one. This is not only setting it, it's just bringing it more to life. And now I'm going in with a little blush and highlighter. I'm thinking I'm going to use the Hourglass palette the one and only that I have. I don't think I'll ever purchase another one. It's okay by me, but it's not like everything to me. Like, I don't have to have it. Some people really like it. I don't find that I really like it that much. It's okay. It's really sheer, but you know, Just gonna take it over those areas just because I have it and I need to use it. And now I want to go in with a blush, and maybe this one here would be good because it's a little rosy. Go with the eyes, and I'm going to mix it with a little Anastasia Beverly Hills right there in the middle and on the end. Eyelash primer from Dior. Powder. Let's revisit this powder while that lash primer is sitting. And take this powder brush from Mented. I love it because it has some elongated hairs and some shorter ones, and just dip it right into that little bit of powder that I have on here. See, not much at all. And I'm just going to hit a few places here. The center of the face here. Work that nose out some because that was more than what I wanted there. And under here. And now I'm going to use a setting spray. I'm trying to use up the Charlotte Tilbury. I have just a skosh in there. So we're going to go with it to start. Go back in with that powder brush. Now it's time for some mascara. We're going to be using the Prada, and this one has the like a brush, hairbrush type of a wand, and you just take it up, start at the root and go up. Nothing special with this one, and you can go on the inside. I generally don't like to go on the inside because of my hooded eyelid. I find the mascara ends up on the lid. So essentially this is my look. I'm going to do the lips after one more spray. What do you say we use the Danessa Mars spray? I also have the L'Oreal here. This is supposed to be transfer resistant. I don't need that today. Like I said, I'm not staying in this look much longer. Probably eat breakfast and then go for a walk. It has this little ball in it. You shake it up really well to mix up the solution because it is a powder. You don't really need a lot. So I only used a little bit of the L'Oreal. It's the Blurfection. So now I'll go in with this. You can go across. That was a little close. X's. And then there. And I'm done with that. Okay. Again, I'm just going to tap it in. You can use her wedge to pat it in. This spray always gets in my throat. Make sure that my mouth is closed when I'm applying it. I haven't checked. Okay, on my nails, I am wearing a Chanel fingernail polish, and it is in 969. I have it written here, and it's a Rouge Car. I think it's how you pronounce it. And so that's exciting because I think it goes so well with this eye look and with this chai tea. It's all about the chai. Those exotic flavors. Those far eastern flavors, and oh, I love these eyes with this look here. What do I need? Lippy. Let's go in with another berry tone. This is from Sephora. This is, I think this is the Dark Horse, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I think it is, even though I can't find it on here without my glasses. But I love this color. So and I think I used this before. I've just been using this MAC, this gloss here, and I think it's enough. It's kind of a bronzy gold, a bronze color more than the gold, but you know, I have enough on. And this just does it for me. This is so nice. I hope to bring you another look from this palette from NOMAD, the Witch City Salem palette, and I'll make sure that I use one of the lipsticks that goes with this. I guess I'll have to use the purple one because I used the very kind of fuchsia colored one before, but this is the look that I have got with this palette so far, using the parameters that I have set for myself. My philosophy now with makeup is just to work with my anchors, you know, the areas of my face, my features that need the attention. For me, that is making sure that I don't emphasize the pores, also that I don't emphasize the hooded eyes, that I work and blend and start my colors in a way that just helps to anchor the eyeshadows. It's not too much, so I'm not making a statement, but I am making a rather nice look that is appropriate, and the lashes are lashing, that is appropriate for work, going out in the evening, you know, daytime. I could go shopping with this look, out to lunch. I wore a look similar out like this, but it was more with the browns for movies and lunch with a friend, and I enjoyed that look as much as I'm enjoying this look. I could use a little highlighter. I'm thinking, do I have one? Let me check. Let me just check. Yeah, I could use a little more of a highlighter, and I have one here in my shop, my stash. This, I think it's called Suma. Yes, Suma Beauty. So we're just going to tap a little bit of this on even after I've sprayed my face. Hopefully my hair won't bother it, but I want it up kind of high, away from anything that will make it look crazy. Now, which brush do I want to use? A small brush. Yeah, just a little bit right in here. Not into the lines there. Now this side is going to have more highlighter than the other side. Yeah, that did it. That's perfect. Got a nice autumn glow going on. I'm liking that. I'm liking this autumn glow. So this is my look, guys. Let me bring you back out a little bit. See all the junk behind me, but anyway, this is the look I got with my new NOMAD palette, and I am enjoying it. I thought it was a little challenging at first. I'm not going to talk about the formula yet. I'll save that for my review, but it's the Witch City Salem palette with the reflex. See that? And using, like I said, my philosophy, my thoughts on how I need to apply makeup, and I think it has worked for me thus far. I'm liking the look I got from it. It's just nice. Not a statement wall or effect, but definitely an anchoring effect. Tell me what you think. Do you like to apply your makeup more with a statement color and work from there? Or are you anchoring your makeup to fit your features? I'd like to know. Let me know down in the comments. All right, until I see you again, stay safe. Bye-bye.